Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Palomino Columbus 378 MBC, fifth wheel. I am going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. So let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you've got your slide, then you've got your big awning here, but also on your slide you're going to have an awning come out there too. So make sure that you leave enough room for all that to come in and out unimpeded. Over here on your off campsite, I not only want you to think about all these slides, I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to plug in all the way back on this rear corner on your off campsite or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. And then your water connection is going to be up here in your docking station. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at campsite. Once you arrive, we're going to unhook your hitch, auto leveling system. Up and down arrow at the same time turns that on. We're just going to lift the unit, get your unit up out of the way. Once that's out of the way, you're just going to touch auto level. Auto level is going to run down all your auto leveling jacks. In the back there, your stabilizing jacks in the front here are going to level up and down. The whole unit's going to dance until it's level and you see this green light flash. Once your unit's level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. Our power cord is going to plug in all the way again back here on the rear corner. Big long 50 amp service. They are a twist lock. They go in and then turn to the right. If you need to plug into a 30 amp and your convenience pack is a 50 down to 30 amp, and if you need to plug into a 110, you got a 30 to 15 amp reducer in your convenience pack as well. Got your unit plugged in. Let's hook up your water. So your whole docking station is in this storage area out front. See that one looks like it's closed. Here's your hot water heater, docking station, and diagrams. So they made it really simple here. So you've got 4 different switches here. City water connection. That's where you're going to hook up at campsites. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. I always use this when hooking up water here. Hook that up to where it says city water here. Then you're going to set all of your switches like this. White down, green to the left, red up, blue to the left. These match city water. Got our water pressure regulator on. Our hose hooked up. Still don't turn your water on yet. Come to your hot water heater. This door will come right up off from here. I'll get my fingernail underneath there. All we're going to do at this point, make sure drain plug's back in. May have left it out last time you were camping. Go ahead and put a little plumber's tape around that, like so. Get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now our unit's level and stable, we can go inside and deploy all of our slides. I need you to do that so you can get inside and open up all of your water taps. Get inside, open up all of those, get a nice steady flow of clear water going through them. Once you do, shut them taps off, and then you'll know that your hot water heater is full and you can turn that on from indoors. Now there is an on-off element down here. Do not turn this on down here unless you're hooked up to 110 somewhere. Otherwise, turn on indoors. Hot water heater doesn't seem to be working. Pressure release, reset valves out here will be bubbled up. Simply press them back in. and then the pressure release valve. Let's say we're going camping and we're not going to use city water, we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we got a two-step process. We're going to start with power tank fill. City inlet to your tank. Set accordingly. White down, green to the left, red up, blue down. Now these match power tank fill. Hook up at the same place. Make sure your plug's still in here. Then you're going to turn on that hose. Now you're going to go inside and you're going to go to your control panel and you're going to look to see when your freshwater tank is full. Once it's full, come out here, remove that hose. Now we're going to switch this all to dry camping. White down, green and red up, blue to the left. Now we match this. Now whenever we want to utilize the water, we'll turn on our water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. Whenever you want to use this, you can turn it on out here or indoors. Alright, we got power and water. We're all set up to camp. Let me go ahead and walk you through the rest of the unit. Continuing out here in the docking station. Cable and satellite connections. Hot and cold shower that this spray port will connect to. It's a quick release right here. Again, your freshwater tank. All your connections for these. There's where you winterize. That's sucking soapy water in. And there's where you sanitize. City water, black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. 110s. This is all where your water filter would go. Of course, everything's winterized right now. Here's your handle for changing that. Black and gray tanks that we will dump later. Also in here, your power inverter and your auto leveling system. More info on that there. Continue up here, you have your propane tank. One on each side, one over on the other side, regulator up above there. Continuing down your off camp side, again your hot water heater, where we dump our tanks at. Fresh water drains under there. All these will be easier accessed when your slide is closed. Ice maker valve, access to the back of your fridge and your ice maker valve. Manual override for your slide. You'll see a hand crank to all of your slides have a manual override on. Extra gray tank back here for your outdoor kitchen. Again, your power cord. You got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof. Caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Also prep for a backup camera. Coming to your outdoor kitchen area. Your griddle, this stand locks here. Pull it out. This travels better upside down. Normally you will flip this. Set your griddle there. Quick connect LP here. And quick connect LP right over there. Flip that back over. Lighting here, 110 out here. There is your extra storage or extra sink for out here. Another manual override for your slide. Continuing down your campsite, you got a couple of 110s out here. This is the flue for your furnace. A couple things on that. Make sure this is never blocked. And if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. The other side of your pass-through storage, you prep for a TV. 110 cable hookup. This is a battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to your unit. That'll come important later when we talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. The other side of your propane over here. Your battery connections in here. Check them now and then. Make sure they haven't wiggled loose. Up here, another docking lights. Prep for solar. Plug in a solar panel right there. It'll trickle charge your batteries. So it covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. First thing I like to point up when coming up your stairs is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Now at the bottom here is going to be your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Got a ton of 15s in there. Highly recommend having some of those with you. A couple 25s down here. Storage drawer and a cabinet you open up to your control panel. Up top here, it's going to be slide control. Middle room slide control. Actually, this is going to be your awning for out front here on your slide here. The top is actually your awning. This is your mid-bunk slide control. Slide controls for your two slides here. Your awning over here. I want to show you on your awning. You only want to run that out until your white flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that silver bar. That will continue to run itself out past that point and run itself out backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Make sure you don't run it out farther than you need to. Alright, that's coming back in. I'll continue over here. Here's where you turn on your tank heaters. They're a little pad. You think you're going to have inclement weather. Keep your tanks from freezing. To right of that, two different places to turn on your hot water heater if you hook to gas or electric. To right of that is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Up here you can check the levels of your tanks. Have freshwater buttons. One I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water is full. Brand new battery. Black and gray tanks here. Tons of lighting, indoor and outdoor. Scare lights indoors. To the right over here, this is just an auto leveling from Lippert. You can do all your auto leveling. You can set manual level, auto hitch. You can set that all up. Down below that is a light for your fan here. This is your thermostat, heat and AC there. You also have a TST system, which is a tire pressure monitoring system. I'll send you a separate video from that company, tell you more about that. Continuing into the living room, you got your vanity, excuse me, your pantry. Then you have your bedroom, folding door. Come inside to turn our lights on. Prep for a TV here, backer here. More lighting here, cable in 110. Lighting here. Top bunk will come up and lock in on both sides. That'll open this all up so you can fold this out into a bed. Move your back cushions. Fold the front out first. I'll show you. I got a little more room out in the living room. I'll show you how to do that. Coming into your kitchen here. Self-explanatory microwave. You do have some lighting here. High. A little fan. Light. Oven light. Panel light. When you turn on your stove here, you'll turn it to light, press it at the same time. When your gas is on, it'll spark up. Same thing with the oven here in the middle. Turn it to light, spark it, that'll light it down in here. No need for a pilot light anymore. It'll all light from here. Oven light here. Again, info on your oven and gas range here. More info on your fridge. This is a safety for travel. Make sure you got that in there nice and tight. Power recliners. Show you both those working. Let's continue over here. There be cup holders with lights. Lighting up here. And I'll show you real quickly how to turn your sofa into a bed. Do the same thing in your bedroom in there. Remove your back cushions, get your Velcro on. You can do these individually. Pull the front out, pull your leg down, and then lay your back down. Same thing over here. Make sure you lift the front first, pull it towards you. Just so quickly, You either have a twin or a big king size bed. Reversing the process, make sure you lift the back up first, otherwise you'll damage your sofa and bed. Use a fold right underneath as you set them down. Again here, lift the back up first. Fold this up and in. Return your cushions, and just that quickly you are back to a sofa. There's your TV, Connex TV. Down below that, your fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing is the heat, folks. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening, instead of turning on your gas and wasting your gas if you're at a campsite, crank this up. It'll get toasty in here in no time. Over here on your island is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mentioned that's 12 volts, always running off your battery. So if you are out dry camping, boondocking somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, if you're going to be gone for the day, use that battery disconnect up front to keep this running your battery down. I want to show you behind your TV. Lift this up. Big storage area. Got a lock back in. Got a little extension on your seating area here for dinette. Coming down the hall. Our steps here will flip out here, so you can climb up and check out this whole bunk area. Slide control for your bedroom here separately. Coming into your bathroom, 110 with GFCI reset, and a little plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on it. You know, it's packs in most of these units nowadays, so just keep an eye. Remember, you're bouncing a house down the road. You want to make sure nothing's wiggled loose. Speaking of wiggling loose, these beautiful glass doors in your shower, you don't want them damaged during travel, so make sure that they are snapped open for travel. Whereas bedroom doors, we want snapped open as well. Here it is. This one's on magnet. We want to make sure that's all the way open. You see a couple of these throughout the unit. They're just a temperature reader. Helps the thermostat work a little better. Underneath our bed here, give you storage and a couple extra folding chairs for your dinette table. Another place to make sure you have secure. Got this big beautiful closet. 3 spots to secure that. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you snap all them closed for travel. You are prepped for a washer and dryer up here. Prepped for TV here. Backer on the wall there, you can put a mount. Cable and 110s up here. And that about covers it on the inside. Let's act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite and close the unit up. Again, secure that shower door. Make sure your vent is closed. I want to show you that. You have a power exhaust vent here. 4 different speeds on the vent. Open that up here. Make sure your vent is closed. Make sure that door is secured open. Bedroom. Shut that light off. Head up to my control panel. And I like to shut off all of my interior lights now and look around and see any accent lights that I need to walk through the unit and shut off. So just walk through the unit. Make sure you have all the lights off except for what you can control from the control panel. Now we can turn on the first 2 here on the control panel. We'll be able to see everything up here. And I would say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed and secure. before we bring in any slides. We'll start up here in the bedroom, turn on this bedroom light, and bring in our bedroom slide. Again, make sure all the closet doors are secure. These drawers on the front are closed. Oh, it's okay to hear that noise. I wanted you to hear it. That is the slide mechanism simply telling itself not to come in any further. Now for the middle bunk room, which is this control here, I like to make sure that my top bunk is down, so I'm going to bring that down. Once I've brought that bunk down, shut off my light, doors and drawers closed. Make sure this door is closed, otherwise your slide will not close. Now we'll bring in the slide room, in the bunk room. This one you kind of just got to listen for it to be closed. Come down here. That's going to bring in our living room one. Again, doors and drawers, can't express enough. Go through the unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed and nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. Last one we're going to hit is your middle one here. That's going to bring in our kitchen slide. Again, don't worry about that noise. Shut off my interior lights and exit the unit. Alright, now the biggest thing to remember on these steps, make sure this exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise this is going to catch on it. I want to show you also, these legs are expandable. You can simply press on that and move them in and out. Or press on it to bring them back down. Usually a two-hand job. But I think you get the gist of it. Set this up inside. And what I want you to remember is before you leave the campsite, dump station, lock and deadbolt this exterior door, lift and turn this handle. Alright, now at this point, if we are out boondocking, we're going to come around here and we're going to go to that freshwater drain. Right down there, we're going to open that up and dump that freshwater tank. That white one right there. At the campsite, we're going to unhook our power, our water, and our cable. Up here, two fingers again to hold, turn on the auto leveling system, and we're just going to hit retract all. Retract all is going to bring up all of our stabilizing system, and it's going to return your landing legs to where we left off before hitting auto level. So you may have to lift it up a little bit or down, get your hitch on, which will be just the front again, up or down. Get your hitch on, head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. You got a 10-foot hose, comes with your convenience pack. You can hook up to this up here, but you're also going to have an extra gray tank back here at the rear for your sink over in your outdoor kitchen. So, hook up your sewage hose. First thing we're going to do is come in here and pull this black handle. That black handle is going to be your sewage. Once it sounds like it's empty, go inside, check your black tank. If it is empty, leave this black handle open. Grab your water pressure regulator and the hose at the dump station and hook up to this tank flush. Again, emphasizing with this black tank open, Turn the hose on and let that run for a good 5 minutes. It's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Once that's done, close that. Make sure, by looking at your panel, that all of your black tank washout that we just put in there has drained. Once that's drained, close your black, pull your gray handle. Once that gray handle is empty, close that. Come down here, pull on this gray handle. It's going to bring your middle sink water down. And then either pull ahead or get you a bigger, longer, stronger hose and come back here and dump out this gray tank. When you're done there, you'll take your sewage hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here inside your bumper. One last step before leaving the dump station. We're going to get up underneath here to our low point drain. Right between your tires here. You can see that right there. Dump both of those. When we're done, come back up to our hot water heater. You're going to lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to dump the remainder of your hot water out of there. When that's done, put that handle back down, otherwise your door won't go back on, and then you can pull your drain plug. So you put your door back on, secure, and head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Columbus for many years to come. Happy camping.